Today we're gonna talk about Taiwan earthquake. At the first one, we have a brief introduction about earthquake, and the second is understanding earthquake, and the third is vulnerability to earthquake. Then let's move on to the effects of earthquake, mitigation and preparedness, and psychological impact on the community. We also talk about the displacement and sheltering of residents, disaster preparedness, and long-term rebuilding and resiliences. Last but not least is our conclusion. Introduction. Earthquake is a natural phenomenon on Earth that poses threats not only to humans and wildlife but has the potential to cause significant property damage and society disruption. Therefore, understanding the principle of earthquakes and preventive measures is crucial. Later, we will delve into the cause, impacts, and strategies for dealing with earthquakes. Understanding earthquakes. Earthquakes are powerful natural phenomena that occur when the Earth's tectonic plates shift and release massive amounts of energy. This sudden movement can cause the ground to shake, crack, and even buckle, leading to devastating destruction. Understanding the mechanic and science behind earthquake is crucial for preparedness and mitigation efforts. It caused by the sudden release of energy stored in the Earth's crust, resulting in the rapid movement and shaking of the ground. Earthquakes commonly occur along fault lines where tectonic plates meet and grind past one another, creating immense pressure and instability. It is often followed by aftershocks, smaller quakes that continue to shake the region as the Earth's crust settles. Taiwan's vulnerability to earthquake. Taiwan sits at the intersection of the Eurasian and Philippine Sea tectonic plates, making it one of the most seismically active regions in the world. Earthquakes are a common occurrence in Taiwan, with thousands recorded each year, including several major tremors that cause significant damage. History. Historical earthquake in Taiwan. The 1999 Taiwan earthquake, also known as the 921 earthquake, was one of the most devastating natural disasters in Taiwan's history. Here's a brief history of the event. The earthquake struck on September 21st, 1999, at 1:47 a.m. local time. Its epicenter was near the small town of Jiji in Nantou County, located in central Taiwan. It caused widespread destruction across Taiwan, affecting both urban and rural areas. The tremors were felt throughout the island and even as far away as mainland China. The shaking lasted for about 45 seconds, causing buildings to collapse, roads to buckle, and infrastructure to crumble. The earthquake resulted in significant loss of life and property damage. Official figures estimate that over 2,400 people were killed, with thousands more injured. Tens of thousands of buildings were destroyed or severely damaged, including residential homes, schools, and government buildings. The earthquake is remembered through various memorial service and commemoration held annually on September 21 first. This event serves as a reminder of the lives lost of the resilience of the Taiwan's people in the fact of natural disaster. Effects of earthquake. Earthquake can cause widespread destruction to building, bridge, and infrastructure, leading to loss of life, displacement of residents, and economic disruption. Secondary effects: landslide and tsunami. Earthquake can trigger a landslide and tsunami, which can bury or destroy everything in their path, including homes and roads.
I'm James. For the next part, I'm going to introduce some physiological effects after earthquakes happen. The first one is nightmare. It's easy to understand because hitting by an earthquake is a horrible experience. The next one is insomnia, which means the condition of being unable to sleep. And the last one is dyspnea. It's a difficulty in breathing and the feeling of not getting enough air. Also, it is important to know where to evacuate and look for help when an earthquake strikes. So here is the information for you. Temporary shelters. A kind of shelter provided during the period between a conflict or a natural disaster. On the other hand, long-term shelters are provided during the long period. As for humanitarian aid, it's material and logistic assistance, usually in the short term, especially for the homeless or refugees. So, what else can we do to avoid severe earthquakes? The first one is risk assessment. It's a process used to identify potential hazards and analyze what would happen if a disaster occurs. Next one is early warning system. It can be implemented as a chain of information communication systems and sensors. The last one is emergency planning. It means procedures for handling sudden or unexpected situations. Without this, people will easily get panic because they have no instructions to follow. At last, I would like to tell you more about long-term rebuilding and resilience. In addition to assistance from the government to reconstruct buildings or other infrastructure, people living in the same community must help each other so that the economic could recover successfully. In conclusion, all we have to do is to learn from those experiences. By doing so, the country can strengthen its preparedness and strategies to better protect its citizens in the face of future seismic events. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for your attention.